Okay. Yeah, you started off, and then and I'll just yeah, I'll start talking after the Danielle question. It's rolling. I'm here with you, Rick. It's good to be with you, man. The crowd has been dying for it. It's like, yeah, it's like the encore, and the crowd is going wild, waiting for us to come back on stage. Right. Exactly. You old man, you. All right, great question, Danielle. So for me, it's all about your sales pipeline because that's what you're in business to do, right? So who's in that pipeline? What stage are they in? And what's the next step you need to take? So every customer is going to be on a journey, or a potential member, in our case, is going to be on a journey. What stage of your pipeline are they in? Are they a cold lead? Are they a prospect? Have they been taken on a tour? Where are they at? I think you should have that built into a CRM or some sort of system, and know what your next action is going to take. That way, you're going to be prepared when your general manager or your board member asks you where you're at, and you'll have an answer right away for them. What do you think, Rick? Well said. Well said. Well, our next question comes from Sylvia Lalin. She's the director of membership and marketing at Gaston Country Club. I like the French pronunciation there. Our club has been offering some sort of discount since 2001. I've been here for almost 5 years and get the question, what special is going on now? All the time. No one joins unless there's some sort of a promotion. And trust me, we've tried not to offer something in the spring of 2014 and it hurt us terribly that year. Is there any way to break the cycle yet still be able to bring on new members? What you got, Rick? I like the Macy's analogy. I'm actually sad for Macy's walking in there these days. It's really bad. Oh my goodness. But Sylvia, I love this question. And there's one way that I found that you can actually make this happen immediately, believe it or not. So it's one I think that the club industry really has forgotten about, and I call it setting limits. And basically what you're going to do is create a sellout. So you need to have a sellout. Now, if you think of Apple or PlayStation or Xbox, whenever they release a new piece of technology, it's important for them to sell out. They want people lining up down the street for their product. Now, how do you do that in actual, like obviously people want a discount in your situation. So how do you get them into the fact that, okay, we have a sellout? Well, you do that by limiting the quantity. And you tell people that you're actually going to raise the prices, and so they had better act fast. And the thing is, you can't just say that. You really need to do it. So I would encourage you and your club to create a limit on how many memberships of a particular category that you're going to open. So that could even be 3 memberships, by the way. And in fact, it could be 1 membership. And you announce to the world that you sold out on this membership category. Now the price is raised and they had better get in fast. I think that is a really powerful motivator. It's something that's in our human nature, that if it sells out and other people are talking about it and other people did it, that we should do it too. And if we don't want to miss out, it's just something weird in our human psychology. So make sure you have a sellout, whatever that number is for you, and stick to the fact that you're going to raise the prices. And if you do that, you're actually going to start attracting people who don't want a discount but want to get in before they miss out. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yep, absolutely. So Sylvia actually asked us another question as well. Sylvia asks, our club has no fitness center. We have a small fitness room located at our pool complex that is currently used for 4 complimentary classes each week, 2 days of yoga, 2 days of weights and stretching. They aren't bad, but they're offered at 9 a.m. and only about 6 to 8 older women attend. While I know many members say we don't need a fitness center, i.e. they don't want to pay for it, I know having a robust health and wellness program will help add value to our club. I'd love to hear from you guys on what clubs have done who are in a similar situation. Have they created a program without an actual brick and mortar facility? And there are so many non-traditional fitness offerings out there now. Let's get some ideas. So Rick, what are your ideas for Sylvia here? Right. That's exactly what I was going to say as well. Let's think of ways to turn that negative into a positive. And so, yeah, like Rick said, you've got a beautiful property, use it. So how about a sunrise yoga class or Tai Chi or something out there? Organized runs or bike rides around your club's grounds. You could probably come up with a nice running track or something that hopefully people won't get hit by the golf balls. But if you do it the right time of day, I think you'll be fine. But figure out some ways to get people outside and exercising. And once they start doing that, Sylvia, they're going to be begging to start a gym fund, because you get in the habit of exercising and you start to feel better. And then you realize how much you really want to keep doing it. So get them outside, and I think things will change for the club there. Yep. Well, Rick is going to love this, and he didn't ask me to do this, but I'm going to say my first thing is to invest in a good CRM. because a CRM is going to just get you organized, keep you organized, and really just cut through the clutter of your daily day. Talking about clutter, don't let email overwhelm you, Joe. I think that's really important because, I think most people probably get hundreds of emails a day, right? But there are some that you've got to answer and you can't wait to answer them. And I actually did a video tip about this on my YouTube channel that showed that if you answer a prospect within 5 minutes, you are going to be exponentially in a position to actually close those deals or move them into the prospect stage that are leads. So it's really important that you don't wait 10 minutes even, that you don't wait 20 minutes. You certainly don't wait an hour, but you get a hold of people immediately. And it's crazy. I show some data in the video about that, so check it out. But if you can set up some kind of a system so that when they write the membership email, and maybe it's a specific email for when they fill out a form on your website or something like that, but you could have a notification on your cell phone even that rings in a certain way. When you get those ones, you got to answer those ones. But the other ones, the non-essential ones, you got to just put those off to the side and not get overwhelmed by them. My third tip is one that actually came from another guest on this show. His name's Mark Ensign. And I don't know if he talked about it on the show, but I've heard this theory before that when he was trying to get a particular position, what he did is he made sure that he called all these companies or all these people at these companies, and he got 10 no's per week. And so it began to be his goal that he got 10 no you cannots before he actually stopped what he was doing. So you can become an powerful, unstoppable force at your club and get in the habit of loving to be rejected. And that will actually get you to motivate you to keep going and to find those members for Elgin. Rick, what you got for him? Maybe they hit the lottery. There you go. Awesome, man. Well, I really enjoyed it. I got one more question for you, Rick, actually, before we end things off. Who's your pick for the Masters, to win the Masters? I know this episode's actually going to air after the Masters, so we'll find out if you were right. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. Well, I definitely want to talk about Brandon. Give it to me. What's the question? Oh, nice, Brandon. Very nice. Well, I'm going to give you one of those. I'll let Rick take the other one. But for me, it's using the automation of the CRM or creating an autoresponder series. So again, it's important, as Rick had just mentioned in the last question, to make sure that you continue to follow up with people, even if they say no. Keep giving them information and tips and useful ideas, and maybe you'll convert them at some point. So create an autoresponder series and automate the process. Don't be sending emails one at a time to people. The CRM can handle that for you in most cases. And when people first contact you, an automation tool in your CRM can probably send that first initial email for you. So if you can't reach out to them in 5 minutes, you can have them reach out almost immediately via the CRM to answer the email and tell them that you'll be giving them a call, a little later in the day or whatever your schedule is there at the club. So create an automation or an autoresponder. Rick, what's your take? Very nice, very nice. All right, well, it's time for that master's question that I jumped the gun on. So, who who's your pick? Who's your pick? We'll find out if you were right when this episode airs. Hmm. I, I'm torn here. So I'm torn between an old guy and a new guy. So I originally told people that Ricky Fowler was my pick to click, and he was actually leading the tournament there about midday yesterday on Thursday. We're recording this here on Friday. Today, I'm going to say that I think Ernie Els may also have a shot, believe it or not. So Ernie, Big Easy, I think, he doesn't, I don't think he's feeling the pressure like some of these other guys. He's played this course lots of times. Maybe this is the time he does it. So I'm going to go with either Ricky Fowler or Ernie Els. I know I didn't choose one, but I guess if I have to choose one, I'll say Ricky Fowler. Yeah. Yeah, the cream always rises to the top at Augusta, so it'll be fun to watch. Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah, it was good to be with you, man. And I enjoyed it. And catch us next time on another edition of The Inbox. Awesome, man.